Hello, fourth grade. I hope you're having a good Monday. I am going to tell you a little bit about making multiples. Yesterday, you guys talked about making factors. If you watched that mini lesson, you heard Miss Bollinger tell you all about that. And today relates a lot like that, but instead we're going to find multiples. So just to review, yesterday you did you looked up factors and you kind of decomposed them. Do you remember Miss Bollinger talking about that? So go ahead and go to page 174, and we will talk about multiples. Now it says on the top of page 174, a multiple of a number is the product of that number and any whole number. For example, 15 is a multiple of 5 because it is composed or made up of 3 groups of 5. 15 is also a multiple of 3. Okay, so look at example 2. And I want you to get like a highlighter or a crayon or a colored pencil or something when you're working on this. Okay, so this is a little hundreds chart for you to use. This is a really good resource for you. So it says all of the numbers listed in row 7 or column 7 are multiples of 7. Shade the multiples of 7 on the 7 chart. So what you're looking at is going to be right here. Oops, that wasn't a very straight line, was it? All of these and all of these. I know that's not a very straight line, but you're basically going down there. Okay, now those are all the multiples of 7. Okay, so the first 5, if we look over here, are 0, 7, 14, and 21. Oh, I'm sorry, 0, 7, 14, 21, and 28, first 4. So 28 is a multiple of 7 because it's composed of how many groups of what? So let's see. And we're going to follow that 28. Looks like it is 4 groups of 7. See how you can line that up? 4 groups of 7. This chart makes it really easier. A lot easier for you. So something else I want you to think of when you think about multiples, you're just making them bigger. So last year with my kids, I told them to think of a multiple monster, okay? And the multiple monster just makes things bigger. So think about a monster making everything bigger, okay? So if we're looking at 2, let me get my little preview so I can see what I'm doing here. If we're looking at 2, you're just adding by 2. So look at your chart and look at the 2's for me. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. See how it's just getting bigger? Now let's go to the multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12. Wait, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. See how they're just getting bigger? You're just counting each one up that number, okay? So go on to, let's see. Let's go to the next page on 175, and I'm going to go there with you. Let's go to 175 in your book. 175. Okay, it wants the first 5 multiples of these numbers. Okay, so you are adding by 5. Or I'm sorry, I was looking at this one. I was looking at number 13. You're adding by 1 for that first one. Okay, so the first 5 multiples are going to be real simple because you're just adding 1. 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are your first 5 multiples. Don't forget 0 in there, okay, because that's what we want to include all of them. Number 12 says 3. You're going to count by 3s just like I did earlier. Let's go to a different one. Let's go to something a little bit harder. Let's go to 8. Number 15 says 8. Find the first 5 multiples where we're going to have 0 and we're going to have 8. Those are always pretty much a given. So if we count up by 8 more, how many are we going to have? We're going to have 16. If you count up 8 more, how many are you going to have? 24. And 8 more would be 32. I'm just counting by that number. So for now, if you need to, use that chart on page 174. But just remember that you're just counting up. The multiple monster makes things bigger. You're counting, making them bigger. Okay? If you have any questions, just ask any one of us and we will help you out. And look back on your example from yesterday to help you with your independent practice today. That should help you a lot. Have a great day. Bye.